things we've been able to do with open source software, collaborative tools, we watch this entire industry change so fast and enable such rapid change in programming. And we know if we can bring those workflow components to music, that we will usher in the next generation of music creation. We start with our backup and version control system that gives them a safe way to work. They're confident that their stuff is safe in the cloud. We enable easy collaboration between artists. And then we built an open source sharing community so you could learn and share full session files with other musicians. And then the more recent trend of things we've been doing is building these modern marketplaces, these artist-to-artist marketplaces for music. And so what we've done is we have a subscription sample service which has got over 1 million sounds available for you. And we've priced something that's normally pirated or very expensive, sold in kind of old world ways it starts at $7.99 a month for access to the library.
Where Splice comes into play for me is really just the freedom that you feel, not having to rely on your hard drive, not having to rely on what you have tracked down as sample-wise. I can find anything at any moment. So if I'm on the road and I'm like, man, I don't have my other hard drive with me, it doesn't really matter. You know, I can just go in, search by key, or search by feel, or whatever. And I don't know, it brings back, I guess, the magic for me as a producer, because there's sounds and stuff that I stumble upon that I'm like, man, what? I didn't even know this would fit, but it works.
I think that's probably our favorite part, is how positive the reactions are. I was told in the very beginning that you can't refund inspiration. And so we can't let the software fail on you. Because if it does, then we know we can't get you back into that creative headspace. So the reaction's been super strong.
I love the reaction from deadmau5, where he mentioned on Twitter that he was using a sample from Crane that came from Splice Sounds, and deadmau5 put some of his content on the platform, Crane did the same thing, and now you can see how these people who don't technically collaborate on the same track, but they're exchanging part of their genius. You have a little bit of a sound, a little bit of knowledge, and all these people come together, and the new generation of music will come out of that. A lot of people start a startup, they focus more on the idea, but they don't really realize, A, do we have the right mix right here? Do we know where we're not good at, what we should be hiring, what people we should be bringing on? And that would be my advice.
There's a lot of things you can take advantage of in New York with the population density and the different industries that are there. We kind of hit a critical mass on both the talent side and the money side in New York, and we started having some wins, and that enabled more money to come in and more success to come in. But essentially, like, startups are now part of New York.
I'm extremely excited to see how we're getting into the creation process. I think the creation process is evolving, and by adding the cloud-connected technologies behind it, we can really empower musicians to be even more creative.
Splice makes it easy for me to just find what I need in the moment in the same key, make it applicable, make it work, and just move forward.